Welcome back to the Custom Screams video. Thank you for joining. We are still continuing the Injustice 2 set that we've been doing. So from Black Canary, we're on to Red Hood.
Red Hood.
Give me a second. I'm gonna grab my food. As I gotta do something else. I've been working at making some beef jerky lately. They are my own recipes. I'm not going off of anybody else's. They are my own creations. And me and a buddy are possibly, the plan is to hopefully get a little recipe book together. Since I already have the publishing experience and getting it out there, so that way, you know, people have some new beef jerky recipes that are pretty, you know, off, kind of a little different. But, you know, like for example, one of the ones I have uses a weird blend of orange juice. Not what you would typically use. Now, I had it soaking for a good 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 5 hours. So for the seasonings I use and the brines I use, my beef jerky and my other jerkies don't have to soak long. You can do most of my recipes in one day. And that's even doing like a pound at a time, which is a decent amount when you think about it. A pound of beef jerky is pretty, you know, that's a decent amount. I mean, for a typical beef jerky lover, that's nothing. But for someone who doesn't eat beef jerky a lot and gets it only once every now and then, a pound is a decent amount. Give me a second. Give me a second. Yeah. Turn my TV down a little bit. That's kind of loud. I have a tendency to do that because I listen to it loud when I sleep. Because the stuff that I listen to is it's a lot of people, like I listen to other streamers. Like for example, I watch Markiplier. It's because the register of his voice. It's oddly like calming. But whew. Got a little chilly. Had to turn my whatchamacallit off. I can't have my space heater and my little Ninja going at the same time or it blows the fuse. So, before we get going, so what I had to do is I had to turn my air fryer on with, I'll keep my window open, which you guys are aware of, because my plant, it helps with the budding stage right now. And two, because when I do my beef jerky and stuff, that 140 degrees, continuously in a closed room, excuse me, gets hot. So, yeah, it got a little too cold. So I had to switch them over real quick, heat up my room. So that way, my feet are cold. Feet are cold. Take a whacker off the packer. Take a hit off the guacamole. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for taking the time, to actually watch my videos and stuff. I really do appreciate it. I may not be the best content creator out there, but it means a lot. All right. Joker, you son of a bitch. Here to haunt your every dream. I am dreaming of ghost. Begin. So, alright. Joker in the Red Hood. Here's the question. So, this Red Hood, where did he get his inspiration from? Alright. Well, what's up? I'm killing some Southern style shrimp. Alright. So, there's like one other entity really within DC Universe that called itself Red Hood, right? That was the Joker before he was the Joker. I forget his real name, like the original Joker's real name. But he became endowed the name Red Hood. So when you look at that, where did the inspiration of this Red Hood
right? Come from. People say, well, there's no similarity in how they fight. Really? All right. So take away the insanity in his movements and then tell me how calm, cool, and calculated the Joker actually moves. Now, when you look at this and his ability to use guns and everything else, where did Red Hood come from? A lot of people say Slade and stuff like that, or Deadshot gave him motivation. In reality, when you really look at it, it wasn't. Was it? Watch the movements. I let him hit me a few times. Come on. Move. He doesn't want to, so fine. See? People think the Joker has never trained people. And a lot of people will say that the Batman, the Red Hood is the disciple of Batman, right? Who was Batman before Bruce Wayne? Do you know? Because Batman's existed since, at least there's been an actual samurai version of him. And I'm not talking about the one where he goes back in time. No, I'm talking about the old age, back in the day, samurai version of Batman. Batman's mantle has lived on for generations. So, the idea of Red Hood and the idea of Batman and vigilantes and all that stuff has kind of been a coexisting thing for generation after generation after generation. So back in the day when they had the samurai Batman, there was a Joker of that time. Now people don't realize that that toxin that created the Joker has technically created every Joker that has existed throughout every period of history. So a lot of people will be like, well, no, that's not true. The only Joker that existed, what the original was back in the like mob times. No, that's not the original Joker. When you actually look at the one comic where Batman does go back in time to the samurai times, you'll see the the remnants of both one of the original Jokers and the remnants of one of the original Batmans. It's where he gets the idea of his suit from. So it puts a lot into perspective when you think about it like that. So was the Joker version of Red Hood one of Batman's disciples? Was Joker originally one of the older Batman's disciples? And then did Commissioner Gordon get involved because that Red Hood was okay with killing people? Then we had the Joker created? Weird, right?
Begin.
Let me see his air vendetta. Ground Bite, Spitberry, Gotham Stars. It's the same. No, it's not. There's a difference. Ah.
Red wins.
Yeah, he does.
Begin.
All right, Scarecrow.
Sometimes hurting people feels so good.
Dad. Dad, stay free. Red Hood must defeat any opponent with a final hit coming from Gotham's Outlaw. Blue Beetle stuff. Nice. Oh, that's a nice suit.
There's far, and then there's too far. Who are you? Judge me. You move far enough, Superman.
Begin.
So here's a little thought. All right. So, how many characters in the Marvel and the DC universe, right? How many characters do you think have portrayed multiple heroes and or heroes and villains with masks and nobody has realized it? What goes to say Batman does not also play a villain just so he is never out of a job? Like, no offense, in some of these comics and periods, when Batman is either dead, who's saying Batman isn't Red Hood?
You can't win this. I'm standing my ground.
And he's just finally giving into his ability or his, like, want to harm people. So he betrays the mantle of Batman so that way he can feel good about himself in some way, because he knows at the end of the day he does do some horrible things. Damn. Goddamn. Run. Yeah. Nah. Yeah.
That felt good. Titanium composite hollow point bullets with a C4 kicker. Fastest, most explosive ammo in the world.
Damn. Make the muscle.
Invasion over. Bruce and Superman started fighting again. I wasn't down either of them. On the one hand, the regime's right. Scumbag murderers and rapists deserve to die. But on the other hand, I'm no fan of government authority, especially the dictatorial variety. So while the world's finest fight each other, I fight for the people. The weak, the innocent, anyone who can't protect themselves. When they cry out for a savior, I'll answer. As for the criminals who threaten them, they need to know that their actions have consequences. That the Red Hood is coming for them.
Coming for that. Oh, I almost shit. Not really. But I almost had one of those farts that was like, hey, wait. Well, not really that. So, you know, so you know when you have those moments where you make a really loud noise? And your butthole just does that thing like, whoa! It feels like you're going to poop, but you know you're not going to poop. You're probably like, wait, yo, Dominic, that was a lot of information right there. But hey, we all have those moments. Whoa! But either way, I'll catch you guys on in the next one. Thank you for joining, and we'll see what the next character has in store.